Hi guys, I'm back with another Dollarama rewrite. My name is Lady Jenna and welcome to my channel. Yes, you heard correctly. I've decided to rewrite another one of the Dollarama patterns, Crochet Your Own Elephant. Anybody that has purchased this will recognize this, and these are patterns that are hard to read. If you look in the description down below, I have added the link to my pattern rewrite. I'm going to try not to have this video too long. In this video, I will show you briefly how to read my pattern and also how to make color changes, because this pattern has a lot of color changes. Don't forget, if you do own a pattern that you do not know how to read, email me. I have my email address in the description down below. Send me an email with the pattern and I'll do my best to understand it and explain to you, create a video for you. I would like to go through the process of changing colors in your pattern. So this will be done with the body. However, before I do so, I just want to go through how to read this pattern. Row 1, you do 6 single crochet in the magic ring. It gives you 6 stitches. Row 2, you do 6 single crochet increase, and this will give you 12 stitches. To increase, you do 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. Row 3, 1 single crochet, then an increase 6 times in your row to give you 18 stitches. Row 4, 2 single crochet, you do an increase 6 times to give you 24 stitches, and so forth. Now let's go to color change. Color change starts in row 10. So this is my row 9 completed. To do a color change, you always start on the last stitch of the previous row, which is row 9. I just remove the yarn over from the last stitch, like this. And then I put in both of my loops on my crochet, and then grab my pink or red, in my case orange thread or yarn, make a loop and pull through, and this will start my color change. What do I do with this gray yarn? Since I'm not going to be kneading it, I'm going to be cutting. Okay, so that's my first stitch. Place a stitch marker. And also, I'm going to look inside, and I'm going just to pull a little bit so that it gets the same amount of tension as my other loops. And I'm going to continue and do the full row, single crochet. My row 10 is completed. See my color change. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention, if you're like me and you hate weaving your yarn, do this. Since these two tails are inside, what you can do is you can just knot them together. They're not going to show, nobody will know. I do a double knot and I just keep my tails inside. So when I stuff this, it's going to be secure. Nothing can break this, and that's how I'm going to do it. And I just remove some extra yarn, and there you go. So you've got your color change. The only time that you cannot do this knot is when you only have one piece of yarn left. Then you have no choice but to weave it in. For row 11, this is where we're going to start our decrease. Same as for the increase, you do 6 single crochet and then you decrease 2 times in the row to give you a total of 34 stitches. After row 11, we're going to do row 12. Row 11 is completed with 34 stitches. Now it's time to change color. We're going to change our color to white. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did to change my color to orange. So what I'm going to do, this is my last stitch for row 11. So I'm just going to undo the yarn over that I did, pick up the 2 loops, and then I'm going to yarn over instead with the white, like this. And then I continue my pattern. So this is my first single crochet. Always make sure to pull. And also the orange yarn, since we're going to be using it again, I'm not going to cut it. And since I'm going to be using it fairly fast, which means I do 2 rows of white, then I change it back to orange, and the color change are approximately at the same place. So I'm just going to keep it, and I'm just going to grab this as I change to my orange color and let go of the white. So if we talk about row 12, row 12 is 15 single crochet followed by a decrease 2 times to give us 32 stitches. Then we do row 13, which is 14 single crochet followed by a decrease 2 times, and it will give us 30 stitches. And then we do our color change again, and you just repeat the decrease and the color changes. I'm going to show you how to create your tail. This is the end. Now when you do your slip knot, make sure to do the slip knot further down the yarn, since you're going to be using this end to attach the tail to your body. So this is how much I've kept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Next, you're going to do a single crochet in the second chain from hook. So you count 1, 2. So you create your single crochet. Now what I want you to see is that this loop, we're going to be using this loop a little bit later. Now this is my first single crochet. I'm going to mark it, and then you do another single crochet in the next stitch. Also, it creates another loop. Notice this loop, very important. Now you chain 1, you turn your work like this, and now you see both loops I was talking about. So you single crochet into this first loop, and then you single crochet into the next one, and then to finish off, you're going to do a slip stitch into your first single crochet where my stitch marker is, and you remove the stitch marker, and that creates your tail. And next, what you do is you cut your yarn and you weave your yarn into your tail. Once all your pieces are crocheted, the next step is to prepare your pieces. The head, you stuff it to the brim, firm. The body as well, you stuff this firmly. When it comes to the arms you stuff, but I only stuff the arms to the bottom portion. I do not stuff it in the arm itself, and then I'm close the arm like this. So to close the arm off, I bring these stitches, the top stitches and the bottom stitches, so they meet, and then this portion of the yarn is on either the left side or the right side, each stitches like this. That's how you sew it. This, and then you go this way, and this. Now it's sewn, so you're ready to attach this to your body. I do the same things for the legs. The legs, I will stuff 3/4 and then I will close as well. The trunk, I just stuff it. I don't do anything else. And as for the ears, same thing. I close it off and I stitch the ear because the ears goes this way. Before sewing all of the pieces together, the last step I do is I pin everything in place just to be sure, just to see how it looks, and then I start sewing. So if there's something that I don't like, I can readjust. Like the ears, I'll probably readjust it a little bit. I will sew the nose right at the end. I'm going to position the eyes first. I'm going to embroider the eyes. Once the eyes have been embroidered, then I will position the nose where I want it, because I think that the nose is a little bit too low. So I will probably bring it up, but I want to place the eyes first. So let's assemble everything and I'll show you the result. Here's my elephant all assembled. And here is my original one, the one that I made with the yarn from Dollarama. The difference between the two is the first time that I did the elephant, my stitches were not tight enough and I did not put enough stuffing in it. In the second time around, I did place a little bit more stuffing in the head and the body, and also my stitches are way more tight, and also it's not the same yarn. This is 100% cotton yarn and this is acrylic, so the yarn does make a difference, but there you go. So this is the elephant all assembled. I did follow the instructions that I created, so there you go. You should also be able to follow my instructions and finalize this elephant. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next pattern I'm going to be looking into is the panda. So look for my next video for the panda, for the rewriting of the pattern. I hope they enjoyed this video. Have yourself a great day. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.